Every time a car moves, hundreds of explosions happen per minute inside the engine. But how do tiny explosions turn into motion? An engine powers a vehicle by converting fuel into mechanical energy. Most cars use what's called an internal combustion engine, which works by burning fuel in a controlled way to create force. That force pushes parts inside the engine, and those moving parts ultimately turn the wheels. The process begins when fuel and air mix together inside a small chamber called a cylinder. A component called a piston sits inside this cylinder and can move up and down. When the fuel-air mixture is compressed and ignited, it explodes. This explosion forces the piston downward with great pressure. This basic idea was first successfully developed in the 1800s by engineers like Nicolaus Otto, who created the four-stroke engine cycle still used today. That cycle has 4 stages: intake, compression, power, and exhaust. These steps repeat thousands of times per minute while the engine runs. Here's what happens, step by step. During intake, the engine pulls in air and fuel. During compression, the piston squeezes that mixture tightly. And during power, a spark ignites it, causing a mini explosion that drives the piston down. During exhaust, leftover gases are pushed out so the cycle can start again. This repeating motion is what generates energy. But pistons only move up and down. To make wheels spin, engines use a rotating part called a crankshaft. The crankshaft converts the piston's vertical motion into circular motion. That spinning force travels through the transmission and drivetrain until it reaches the wheels, making the car move forward. Another major engine type is the diesel engine, improved by Rudolf Diesel. Instead of spark plugs, diesel engines ignite fuel using extreme compression and heat. This makes them more fuel efficient and powerful, which is why trucks and ships often use them. Modern engines also rely on computers and sensors. These systems monitor fuel flow, temperature, speed, and air intake hundreds of times per second to keep the engine running efficiently and safely. Without this electronic control, engines would waste fuel, overheat, or stall. In simple terms, an engine is like a machine that turns explosions into rotation, rotation into motion, and motion into transportation. Every time you press the accelerator, you're controlling thousands of precisely timed energy bursts working together to move you forward. Subscribe for more things explained.